I don't think God can help you now. Also, you didn't say anything about coming. Where did God come from?
Yeah, it was just save me.
It was just, you just kept saying help me over and over again.
Yeah.
I know what Tsukihime means. You're not getting that past me, guys. Where did God come from in this?
Localized thought it would be ironic.
Then again, they didn't capitalize the G, so
Oh, yeah.
they weren't interpreting it as a call to, like, capital G God.
Mm.
It's an invigorating spectacle, but I've had enough for tonight. Nothing quite ruins the appetite like unsolicited opinions on one's diet and etiquette. Least at all from one's own body.
Yeah.
The aroma lingering in the air is enough to satisfy my stomach for now. I should get back to my room before I wake up.
Right.
It's those delicious blood fumes, man. You gotta...
That's apparently good enough for now.
On my way home, I stopped to look at the sky. This sky.
Yes.
The
that
moon
sky.
looms so large it could fall from the heavens at any moment.
Please don't tempt fate.
Suddenly, it's just rocketing towards you. And you're like, oh, fuck, gun! I thought I'd curbed my appetite for tonight, but still my throat yearns for a fine vintage, which I thought said vinegar for a second.
That would be funny.
Oh, hey, Mario.
Yeah. Should you really be confronting us like this?
A woman would be nice.
Right.
How is that relevant right now?
Because he's saying you'd prefer that over this punk.
There's an exquisite specimen in the mansion. But I hesitate to lay my hands on her. Yeah, good. Hisui would kick your ass, probably.
Maybe?
Kahaku doubly so. And then we're out of exquisite feminine, or exquisite specimens, I'm afraid.
Do you think he's talking about Dr. Rock?
No, I have a suspicion they're trying to imply Akiha here.
Yeah.
But not that the thought of preying on my own family gives me yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Rather, my self-preservation instincts warn me it would be the last thing I ever do.
That sounds about right, yeah.
I mean, Melty Blood does tell me that she can turn her hair red and set people on fire, so, you know.
And also Carnival Phantasm.
Yeah, also Carnival Phantasm.
They didn't really show off her powers in that, but... You know, it's not a normal family. We figured that out.
I'm just saying that, you know, in this multiverse, people turning their hair red is something to be scared of.
Probably, yeah.
Because Aoko turns her hair red.
And gets really strong.
And then she becomes basically God. Like...
Yeah.
Then she goes from getting her ass handed to her by Toko to absolutely dismantling Toko like she's nothing.
Yeah.
To the point where she needs some fucking high school kid to be like, Aoko, murder is bad.
Aoko,
don't murder your sister.
Stop styling on your
blood.
sister already.
She's had enough.
Yeah.
I'll save her for last. But on second thought, maybe I should claim her now while my metamorphosis remains undetected. Well, I can still catch her by surprise.
Making some assumptions there. What?
てめえは電波情報のガンだ。回線がつながっている肉体なら、たやすく安全な方に転移できる。
Yeah, he'll jump ship if he can't make the next reincarnation, I guess.
An electromagnetic cancer.
That's an interesting phrase.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, I didn't have a plan prepared, and my body's about to get fucking destroyed. I mean, she's literally holding my heart right now.
Right, yeah. That's like, dip.
You'll work.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'm just gonna go straight up, and whoever I hit, I hit.
今までの資料に目を通して分かったよ。てめえはできれば転生なんざしたくねえのさ。
Okay.
失われるものが多すぎるからな。
Mario, listen. From previous, like, interactions with you, you are, like, 12. Could you stop using fucking SAT words, but you're 12.
Also, you got wrecked by CL. I
Yeah.
think you should maybe have some more distance.
I mean, that too, but this little shit over here.
I
Like,
know.
hello, I'm 12. Let me just bust out metastasize and transmigration.
Okay,
and
well-
ergo.
Metastasize is good because of cancer, and transmigration does make sense given what he's talking
No,
about.
I mean, it's just like these are not words that you're 12.
Well, he shouldn't have
What?
this job, but, you know. The real question is he just monologuing to himself?
Well, I mean,
Because Shiki was just considering, like, eating Akina.
Monsieur Valdemyoung over here seems to be busy romanticizing the idea of eating his host body's sister,
So, I mean, like, is he even listening?
And I'm
to
not sure
this?
if he means eating her in the physical, actually eating her sense, or eating her in the sexual sense, and then the physical sense. Like, do you prefer pleasure before death, or just death?
That's what he can get away with, I guess.
まだその時代に残れる術があるのならそっちにかけると信じてたぜ
Mr. Valdemyoung, consider the following.
Suppose someone named
A.
A can steal others' life force, and they steal it from someone named B.
Okay. Seems
Their
legit.
relationship may resemble that of a vampire and a human, but it's fundamentally different.
Is it now?
A treats life force like currency. While B is alive, A has unrestricted access to their bank account, their vitality.
Okay.
Although this benefits A alone, it is a codependent relationship.
Sure.
これは今までのてめえにはできなかったことだ
Mario, you are just being ignored, my guy.
Yeah.
偶然のなせる奇跡ってやつだ
Oh,
な
he's trying to be menacing so badly.
たまたま転生した先のガキに吸血鬼じみた異能がありその犠牲者がしつこく生き残りやがった
And the kid he latched onto.
Yeah, so this is all just the current Shki's predicament is just a really unfortunate coincidence for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because like proper Shki was the guy that, you know, Roa actually picked.
Right.
But then that Shki tried to murder the hell out of this Shki.
Right, the incident with the crying Akiha.
And so somehow it just made it super easy for Roa to just yeet from OG Shki
Yeah.
to this Shki.
Uh.
So that's unfortunate
So
for him.
when he fled actual Shiki Tono, he had a path of least resistance, basically.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, you know, sucks for our
悲
Shiki.
惨な話だがねこの町には一心同体の人手なしが2人もいたことになる
Oh.
A in this example is the original Shiki Tono,
Shiki italicized.
italicized Shiki Tono,
Yes.
scion of ancient beings peculiar to this land. So you're saying he's an Oni?
Yes, oh blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
We're going
You get
with...
you get as far as that. I'm like, oh, Oni. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Gotcha. The Tonos are just a family of Oni.
Yeah. I
half
think
Oni or
they
some mix of Oni.
they
blood.
mentioned it like way back on Ark's route, but yeah, it's like ancient families kind of like mixed demon blood into theirs and created like, you know.
Well, yeah, they did mention like when we're in the library, we're reading that book before we got stabbed to death by Bandages McGee.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did mention something about demons, but
And
I
all
mean,
the people dying young.
right,
and everything,
yeah, super cursed and that sort of shit.
Yeah, the reversion. Yeah, reverting.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
that's what happened in that whole incident with the crying Akiha is our brother lost to the demon blood and he just went on like a blood rampage.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that just confirms Oni.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. So the Tono family has Oni blood, yes.
when the madness in his blood began to manifest, he was disposed of by his father, but secretly had access to a secondary source of life in B, that is, in Shiki Tono, his family's adopted son of a similar name.
First name, not last name, but yes.
No, it's still last name, because they
Well, I
called
mean,
him Shiki
he was
Tono
adopted
now.
Tono, but yeah.
Yeah. But he's not italicized.
Right.
This was... I feel this was less confusing when Shiki was capitalized.
Oh, in all caps?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like caps lock Shiki.
Yeah, there
as
was
opposed
that
to
too, yeah.
Camel case Shiki.
So much easier when it's in Japanese and they just use different kanji. I bet.
Right? Consequently, Shiki A survived his brush with death, while Shiki B died, his bank account drained by Shiki A. This was not the end, however. The situation was complicated by external factors that brought Shiki B back to life. And given that there, as far as we know, were only 3 people present at the time,
So far in a flashback, yes.
at this point I have to assume that that was somehow Akiha's doing.
That is the implication right now, based on the flashbacks we have.
だがそのおかげで俺も薄皮一枚で首がつながった。
How did any of this save you?
Also, I noticed this earlier and I forgot to mention it. What is your jacket? Because it seems to be zippering from both the top and the... It seems to be unzipping from both the top and the bottom. Like, when they do the full zoom, it's not zippered to the bottom. It's like zippered up a bit with the zipper out, and it's the same thing at the top. So how do you take that off? You can't unzip that.
I think what happens is the zipper at the bottom has like some decorative bits, and it actually connects higher up. I've seen things like that before.
大公社は本国に祈祷させた。
I mean, I would hope so, because otherwise, like, the best he could do is, like, zip it close and just kind of, like, shuffle it off of his head.
So, you'll keep Ark off our back.
What?
Why?
Oh.
Are you making a deal?
Oh. You little shit. You're like planning to use this guy to kill your dad, aren't you?
Maybe. Or someone
てめえ
else.
は安心して目を覚ませ。その後ゆっくり不
Ah.
老の秘術について取引しようじゃねえか。
Shiki B was taken to a hospital where his life was saved by surgery. Yeah.
Fuck?
Yeah, no, I don't.
That surgery does not bring you back to life.
Yeah, I'm not buying that for a second.
Okay,
Like,
game. Yeah.
I will buy that some kind of magical bullshit stopped him, like literally brought him back from the dead and left him clinging to life,
Okay.
like on the edge of
Fair
life,
enough.
and that surgery is the reason he didn't die again.
Okay, maybe that's fair.
But I am not buying for a second that surgery brought him back from the dead.
Right.
No, I'm calling some kind of magic bullshit, and barring magic, I don't know, some kind of weird Oni powers or some BS
Well,
like that.
the demonic blood thing is pretty much magic.
Or rather, where he was preserved on the brink of death.
Yeah.
A vampire of the Western breed would have granted him their blood, and with it a long life as their minion.
Right.
But their Eastern counterparts are different. Through some unknown art, they can bring a human back from the dead, their humanity intact, without a drop of blood.
So, by some unknown art, huh?
How fascinating. Small and remote this island may be.
Japan being the small remote island.
Yeah, I just...
Because, Ro is not from
It's
Japan.
for that very reason that the ancient mystics linger here in such abundance. And among them, this clan, a relic from times of yore.
Yeah.
Even if vampires had never appeared in Soya, its downfall wouldn't have been far off.
Yeah.
It's been so long. 8 years, in fact, since I last set foot in this house.
Oh.
Oh good, epilogue. Cannot take a screenshot.
So, did he listen to anything Mario said?
I don't think so. I think Mario was just there monologuing at a man who was paying him no attention whatsoever.
Guy really thinks he's making a deal for eternal life, and then Roa there was like, it's good to be home. Okay, the park is bloody now too.
Uh-huh. Okay, the alley, the park, the parlor.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, I get
nightmare?
it. Yeah, oh god. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I bolt upright. My body is sheathed in sweat. Whatever
Yeah.
I was dreaming about, it can't have been good. Odd. I don't remember having any nightmares.
You often don't remember what you dream about.
If anything, I feel like I've slept deeper than I have in ages. It's like I've been under for a whole day.
Yeah.
かけたまま眠ったのか。
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't wake up to any unpleasant sights, but I'm amazed I fell asleep like that. I must have been really out of sorts if I forgot to take them off.
なんであんなことを。俺は。
Damn it, I could have broken them if I rolled over wrong.
I'm pretty sure they're more durable than that.
Actually, I'd prefer not to think about what happened in the lobby. What?
The chair?
You mean with this chair?
Yes.
This chair specifically.
I think he's trying not to think about it.
I'd better tell Akiha about this
Yeah.
chair myself. I don't want Hisui to get in trouble over this chair.
What are you gonna tell her? That you lost your shit at a fucking chair?
Good morning, Akiha. I had a mental break last night, and I may have brutalized this chair.
The one in pieces right over there.
It offended me.
Yes.
I turned around and I banged my leg into it, and I'd had enough. And
I had to defend my honor.
and I looked at the chair and I said, "This chair!"
Yeah.
repeatedly as I smashed it into the floor.
Maybe we can, like, tone down the story to make it seem more reasonable.
That is toned down.
No.
That is the tone down.
No, it's
for
like
me.
I tripped and I fell on it and it broke. It wasn't very sturdy, is what I'm saying.
And then Kahaku from the background. That's not what happened. I saw the whole thing.
Yeah. The sad thing is she would cover for us.
There's a knock at the door. Okay, listen, if you fucking just snap at Hisui and tell her to get the fuck out of your room again, I will cut you. A rather reserved one, I note, before a familiar figure enters the room. Yeah, no, that tracks though, because he was out for a whole day.
He was, yeah, it was Rowan control the whole day.
Yeah.
Which is why he was so weird. Yep.
And that's why Hisui's all like...
But he remembers the chair. So on some level he was...
But the chair was...
No, that was if Roa was the one that woke up that day controlling his body, he was literally out a whole day. So he wasn't conscious at the time of the chair. But he remembers it.
Was the chair not on the night of the 10th after we got back, though?
I thought it was after they got back from school.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Hisui's like... Oh,
It was definitely after we snapped at
お
his
はよ
in
う
the
ございま
morning.
す、四季様。昨夜はよくお眠りになられましたでしょうか。
Surprisingly, yeah.
Hisui greets me with a deep bow. She doesn't seem to bear any ill will over yesterday's episode. Either of them.
Yeah.
It's her job not to, of course, but I still appreciate the sentiment.
ああ、おはよう翡翠。それと昨日はごめん。椅子を壊したことは俺からアキハに謝るから、翡翠は知らなかったことにしてくれ。
かしこまりました。ですが、椅子の件でしたら姉さんが内密に処理してくれましたので、 アキハ様への報告はなくてもよろしいかと存じ
It's
ます。
not like Akiha knows every piece of furniture in the building.
On the flip side, Kahaku already got rid of it, and we didn't tell Akiha.
So maybe don't bring it up, actually.
And then Akiha's just going through the hallway later. She's like, "Hey, Hisui, Kahaku, where's my favorite chair?
That would be funny. But...
I know it looked exactly like all the other chairs,
But
but
that
that one was my favorite.
right.
I named it this
Yeah.
chair."
琥珀さんが
Yeah.
I feel guilty hiding things from Akiha, but better that than accidentally get Hisui in trouble.
Yeah,
At
that's
least-
a good excuse.
At least that's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
わかった。俺もそういうことにしておくよ。
Yeah, we're all just gonna hide that incident from Akiha.
ありがとう翡翠。琥珀さんにもお礼を言
You
っておい
can
てくれ。
thank her too.
はい。四季様にそう言っていただけるのなら、姉さんも喜ぶと思います。それより、四季様。今日は何曜日だかお分かりでしょうか。
Is it Saturday?
It's day 12. I can answer
Is it
that.
Sunday? Did we not have school?
Day 12.